Today we're going to be talking about Kodiak canvas tents. From high country campgrounds to the driest deserts, Kodiak canvas tents are built tough to be ready for anything you are, any time of year. These tents are expertly designed to be durable, breathable, and comfortable. They use only premium materials to ensure long life, and they are built to be exceptionally burly to make sure they're ready for severe weather. One of the best features of the Kodiak canvas tent is the handy strap and cinch storage bag, which makes it simple, convenient, and easy to roll it up and get it away. For the size, weight, and amount of space they offer, Kodiak canvas tents are remarkably easy to set up. First, find a clear, flat space that is free of debris, rocks, and sticks. Then unroll the tent, stake it out tightly, and get your poles ready to assemble. Included are heavy-duty 12-inch steel rod stakes. You will place the 3/8-inch steel spring rods into the T-junctions. Then attach the ridge poles. Lastly, secure the upright poles into the bottom of the T-junctions at the apex, then stand the tent up and you're done. If you decide to, you can roll out the awning, attach the poles to the grommets at the ends, and then pull the guy lines tight attached to included stakes. Although they're too big and heavy to pack around with you on your back, if you're car camping, Kodiak canvas tents are like a palace in established campgrounds, or with an ATV to haul it in, they're also great for late season backcountry use, like a hunting trip, even when some snow is expected. Built to be ready for anything you are, in any time of year, let's learn a little bit about what makes these tents so tough. Kodiak canvas tents are made with premium grade HydroShield 100% cotton duck canvas, with 8.5-ounce walls and 10-ounce roof. The tight weave and silicone finish makes the canvas watertight yet breathable, minimizing condensation and mugginess. The FlexBow frame has tempered spring steel rods that keep the tent taut, and robust 1-inch steel tube poles that will hold up to fierce winds. The floor material is Super Duty puncture-resistant 16-ounce vinyl with welded seams that keep water out. Easy one-person setup takes only a few minutes once you've staked it out. The steep walls provide a 6-foot 6-inch high ceiling to provide a roomy interior with stand-up walk-around comfort. Two large D-shaped doors with top-rated number 10 YKK zippers give convenient access to the front and back of the tent. 4 windows and 2 vents allow ample airflow. Windows and vents have no-seam screen mesh, keeping out the smallest pests. A customizable gear loft and organizer system offer plenty of places to stow gear. A large awning provides shade and a covered entry. There are 2 funnel flow vents at the top of the wall on the long axis to allow for even more breathability and to eliminate the tent getting hot or muggy. As you can see, the benefits of using large canvas cabin-style tents are many. Space to move around, sun and weather protection, great organization options, ease of setup and teardown, not to mention the confidence that your tent is solidly built and reliable for repeated use in the long term. By the time you've bought and destroyed a few inexpensive big box store family camping tents, you should have just invested in one that will keep your family comfortable and dry for years and years of memorable campouts and backcountry getaways. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the backcountry.
All right, so let's get into it. So this is a one-man Kodiak canvas swag tent that I just got off of Amazon actually a couple days ago, and was itching to get out here and try it out. And so I brought it out last night after I put the kids to bed, set everything up. We went up really with a breeze, honestly, and set up in the dark. Got myself all cozy and had a great night's sleep last night. So the weather was probably in the, I'd say, low 20s. Maybe, I don't think it dipped below 20. Basically had, we'll say, a base layer, a 0-degree sleeping bag inside the tent, and that was it, and I slept completely comfortable. So it gives enough space here for you to kind of shift and move around, but it ultimately makes a nice little envelope of heat, so it works great in the winter conditions. So I'm going to take kind of a couple minutes and talk through a couple of the highlights I think of the tent, the goods, the bads, and the lessons learned even from one last night. So let's get into it. Basically, you just roll this tent out, and there's, we'll say, 3 of these curved tent poles. 2 get set up on the outside, and then 1 is actually put up on the inside to add some tension in the middle. And then there is 4 places in the corner where you could stake down. And then there's also a couple guy wires that you can kind of pull on these rear flaps here to add tension to the tent. In my case, just being winter, not trying to drive stakes through the frost, I actually bought, it's a tent tension pole, right, actually direct from Kodiak. So I'll link to that as well, so you can grab one of those. So in this case, I was able just to do that to set up. Now it does, you can tell that the tent isn't super taut with this, but it honestly got the job done. So the material, it's a canvas material. It's really nice. It's actually really soft. And then, you know, in the directions it does say to apply like a silicone, you know, periodically to try to button it up from weather. But all right, so overall I was really impressed last night. Again, I slept really comfortable on this mattress and warm with my sleeping bag. The setup was really quick, I would say within 3-4 minutes. I was, again, really excited about it. I'm excited to kind of use this on a couple of the ventures. Obviously, this would be kind of the things that I would go up on myself, throw it in the back of the Jeep, not bring the teardrop camper. Real quick, easy setup, keeps you warm and dry.
Canvas Alpha Wall Tent includes the complete tent with an aluminum frame, rafter angle kits, and free floating PVC floor. No need to buy them separately. Basic features include the stove jack with flap, durable 3-layer large triangular windows, zipper door with storm flap, bug mesh, sod cloth, and all standard essentials packed in a waterproof tent bag for easy transport and storage. What makes this product a smarter choice? Number 1, 100% cotton canvas. Our choice of material is 100% cotton canvas as it's natural and sustainable. We have used grade A premium 10.10 ounces. Double fill Army duck canvas fabric. Number 2, breathable finish. The canvas wall tents are treated with a breathable finish. All of our hunting tents are water repellent, UV, mold and mildew resistant. It is a 4-season tent that can be used all year round. Number 3, aluminum frame. If you are looking for instant setup, this tent is ideal. No need to buy poles and cut them. Alpha Wall Tent comes with heavy-duty anodized aluminum frame poles and steel angle kits. Number 4, ground sheet. The tent includes a heavy-duty ground sheet that provides insulation against the cold ground, stops rainwater or condensation, makes it easy to pack away your tent in muddy or wet conditions. Number 5, interior features. Our 4-season camping tents are spacious enough to accommodate a large group of people, families, and friends, making them ideal tents for camping. Durable 3-layer large triangular distinctive windows come with a clear polyvinyl flap with a durable Velcro fastening system for letting in natural light without losing the heat from your stove, better ventilation, and clear views. All the seams are double-stitched, corners are reinforced for added strength. Number 6, ground sheet and sod cloth. The wall skirting and free-floating ground sheet is made from weatherproof, high UV-resistant, heavy-duty 16 ounces. Polyvinyl for a weather-tight seal. Each wall tent features a sod cloth that is sewn onto the tent ground seam at the bottom of the tent and extends a generous 8 beyond the tent floor. The side walls are standard 5 feet high to give a spacious unobstructed head space inside the tent to move around. Pocket organizers also included. And so much more. Thanks for watching.
As I said, 8-foot bed, crew cab configuration. It's an 8-foot Kodiak canvas tent. Now, this is the second time I've set it up. This is more of a dry run, simply because I wanted to see what it looked like with the disco bed bunks in it. You can kind of see them there. Couple things to think about. Obviously, sorry for the sun angle there. Obviously, there's quite a bit to consider when you're looking at what works for you, what doesn't. Me and a couple of my buddies like to get out and be in spaces that are a little more remote, so this works well for us. But I'd like to really get my daughter out with me a couple times, so some quick measurements. There's plenty of room up top. I'm 6'7". I fit on these bunks no problem. I probably wouldn't want it much wider, but to give you guys a couple ideas of measurement, to the bottom of this tube here, it's about 10 inches. There are roughly 20 inches between the two bunks, more than enough to crawl in and crawl out of. And there's, I think, a little more than 25, 27 inches from this tube to the top center of the tent. So lots and lots of room. These things perform really well, at least in the situations that I've been in with them. They do well against rain. They do well against light snow loads. The screens do well against bugs, as long as you make sure you fill all your gaps along the side. I'll show you one of those in a minute. There are 2 gear pockets, but my tonneau's rolled up there. Makes them relatively non-usable. Not a big deal to me, but gives me plenty of room. should be nice for us. These things are pretty lightweight. Obviously the bunks are about the heaviest part of the setup, but if you're looking to get out, do a little more remote camping, all good.
This is a review of the Core 9-person instant cabin tent. It's 14 feet by 9 feet, and it sets up with one person in under 4 minutes. So you can see here that I'm taking out the rainfly. I'm putting that aside. Everything comes packed in a pretty cool travel bag. It's very well made. It seems like it'll last for a long time. When you take the tent out, its total weight is about 25 pounds. So it's not the lightest. You'll probably want to do some car camping and not do backpack camping or anything crazy like that with this type of tent. The middle part is going to stick up, and then there's little arms that fold out. So you're going to want to fold out each one of those arms. You can see here that I saw that the back of the tent was facing forward, so I had to turn it around quickly. But each of those arms fold out, and you want to be very careful with those arms. Even though they're steel, they have joints that probably could bend if you force them in a way that they're not supposed to be moved. So I'm really careful about pulling those arms up but not forcing them out. You can see because it's a large tent, it is a little cumbersome for one person. Their supposed 30-second setup or 60-second setup, whatever it is, it has to be with 2 people. There's plenty of windows. There's one on the back. There's 2 on each side. And, of course, the whole roof is just screen mesh. So this is great for airflow. The zippers on the windows are fairly smooth. I don't have any problems opening and closing them with one hand. And you can see here that there's plenty of windows throughout the whole tent. There's a couple of pockets back there. So I love this tent. This is my favorite tent. I plan on keeping this tent for many years.